Hey guys, welcome back to the Evan and Katelyn podcast, the podcast that is perfectly balanced as all things should be.
I did not know you were recording. All
right? Smart.
I should stop falling for that trick. Or I should just start saying ridiculous things until I know we're recording for sure. That way, it's just a challenge for you to try to make it into an intro.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good. Because, by the way, I edit the podcasts, which is why they're not great.
They are good.
They are good. I was joking. It was a self-depreciating joke to show that I...
Deprecating?
It's a joke that gets lower and lower in value as time goes on. Yeah. Well, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about work-life balance, hence the amazingly planned intro joke.
Yes. We have so much time in life to plan intros.
And we are also going to be playing the movie quote game where we say movie quotes and we try to guess them. It's quite self-evident.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, but we'll start off with some new things that have been going on with us. And I think that the main thing that's new with us is we actually have a little bit of work-life balance that we can talk about.
Yeah, I guess it kind of just rolled right into the topic, huh?
Yeah, but we'll keep on going with a few updates. But I think that the biggest update in our lives is that we've been able to get ahead. And I didn't want to do a work-life balance podcast until we had some ground to stand on, Because honestly, we'll talk about it later. We weren't that balanced, and I think it's getting to a better place. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess the update is that we've been able to stop working at 9:30 or 10 every night for a week and a half.
Yeah, and we watch a TV show like Stranger Things, pretty much.
Only Stranger Things.
Only Stranger Things.
Or we play Minecraft.
Oh my gosh.
So here's the funny thing. When we watch Stranger Things, we watch for the length of one episode. We won't binge it. We're that was awesome. I feel like we had a nice break.
And let's get to bed at a responsible time.
In Minecraft, we set an alarm and we say, we're just going to play for an hour.
No. The first time we didn't set an alarm and we played until 1 a.m.
And the second time we set an alarm and we played until midnight.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because we're yes, we're just taking a little tiny break, and then it's 1 or 1:30.
I think it's the people who go on those diets where they can't eat any meat or something like that, or they can't eat any bread.
They can't have carbs.
They can't have carbs. And then it's their cheat day or the end of their diet, and they just go to Olive Garden and get unlimited breadsticks and eat all of the pasta.
Yeah.
And they just go a little bit crazy. I think that's a little bit of what's going on.
That's us with Minecraft.
With us, it's we're we can relax and take a break. Let's just do all of it. And Minecraft is addictive.
Yeah.
We have fallen down the Minecraft rabbit hole, and we are in the lava splashing around.
We've mined down the Minecraft rabbit hole.
We have. Very nice. And also on our gaming channel, I think that we feel confident enough in our gaming channel identity as a non-Minecraft channel that we're kind of giving into playing Minecraft more and more.
Well, yeah, that sounds kind of funny. We worried in the beginning because we want to keep our gaming channel kind of like the main channel. It's we do projects, but all types of projects. And for the gaming channel, we want to be, we play games, but all types of games.
It's kind of like Resin. It's the Resin of our gaming channel.
Yeah, Minecraft is the Resin of our gaming channel.
It's we love it. We'll always be returning to it, and it makes appearances and other things, but our channel isn't the Resin channel.
Yeah. And our gaming channel isn't the Minecraft channel.
Yeah.
But almost.
Yeah, but it's a newfound confidence. So I thought that was kind of worthy of an update. But for the main topic, work-life balance, this actually was a question that we got from one of our patrons, Gene Jordan. And his question was, how do you address work-life balance? Or do you address it at all? With all of the projects you two have on your plate, do you schedule downtime or do you find ways to just deal with not having any?
The answer is both.
So how do we, let's answer the questions in order.
Okay.
How do we address work-life balance? It is something that's a high priority for us. It's our number one priority at the moment.
Number one priority, but I also feel we've had to be realistic with ourselves.
Yeah.
And know that it's not something that we can really have immediately, or from the time we started the channel onward, we knew it was something that we weren't going to have for a while.
Well, we knew that with everything that we've done, with every project and path that we've started, we know that there's a certain minimum we need to keep up. It's kind of like a job. because it is a job. When you have a job, you have to work, you have to accomplish a certain amount of tasks per day and everything. And for us, our goal has always been like about one video per week on our main channel. For the podcast, one podcast per week. And for the gaming channel, it's like between 1 to 3 videos a week. And I think with each of those, we need to maintain that minimum. And now that we've established those kind of goals, we need to meet those goals, and then we try to free up as much time beyond that. So we try to reduce the amount of time it takes us to do all of those tasks.
So part of that was like all the new cameras we got. Part of the reason is we wanted things to look prettier, but part of it was because we were creating a setup for ourselves that would lead to less color balance editing, less like
audio,
less audio issues. You know, we got some new lighting equipment so that our lighting was better, and I didn't have to like boost the levels, the light versus dark levels in Premiere, like all these different things that make it take less time to do the things we need to do.
Yeah, and I think that we do know we need to continue moving in that direction of like a better work-life balance. So in terms of how do we address it, it's an ongoing, large or like high priority to do item for us.
Yeah. And it's interesting because it's hard because our work is something we really, really enjoy. So I feel like if we were just working a job that we didn't like that much and we weren't happy with our work-life balance, we could just be like, well, I'm going to try looking for another job, or I'm going to talk to my boss and see if I can change it. Not that those things aren't hard, but it's like there's a clear direction in terms of like what your ideal is. And for us, our ideal is to have a better work-life balance, but we also really like doing the things that we're doing. And so it's work, but it's also really fun, but it's also work.
It's also really interesting. One thing I just thought of is for a normal day job, like you go to work and you put in however many hours you put in, you know, so it's like your performance and your like, you know, effort and everything is all judged by the amount of time you put in. And for us, everything is judged on like how much output we put out and the quality of that output, you know, so we have like kind of a minimum deadline that we kind of need to hit that we've set ourselves based on industry standards and what we've seen work and stuff like that. There's other things that go into that. But I think it is very interesting because if at your day job, if your goals aren't being met, it's not really your fault in a way. You know, you're like, well, you should hire more people or you should reduce the scope. You know, it's kind of on the company because the company set up the parameters wrong in a way. But for us, it's like,
we set our own parameters.
We set our own parameters, and there's no excuses that we can make for the company doing poorly or doing well. You know, it's like when it does well, that's us. Yes, pride, joy, good feelings. But when it's not doing well, that's also on us. Sadness,
tears,
disappointment,
bad feelings.
Yeah, right? Because
Yeah.
you know, when you're working for someone else's company, that's kind of on them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you kind of care about your individual tasks, but the overall performance of the company usually doesn't have a huge effect on your day to day.
Yeah, and generally you want the company to do well because you want to keep your job and you know,
hope to get a raise. You don't want them to have to do layoffs.
All of that stuff. But
that's why I said usually.
Usually, yeah. But like, there's no excuses and there's no like, well, we should have hired more people because if that was the solution, then we should have done it.
Yeah, or like the sales team needs to be better.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the sales team didn't get enough information from the customer, so we weren't able to design things right, so that's on them. No, it's like,
yeah,
it's all us.
No one to blame.
There's no one to blame.
But I think also because it's all us, and we may have talked about this before, but every hour that we don't work is an hour that we like directly know the cost of.
Yeah.
You know, so it does take a little bit more effort to take breaks because you have to be okay with that cost. And until recently, we haven't really been able to justify the cost.
Yeah.
You know, because we haven't been able to get ahead in a really, really long time.
You know what actually is really nice, though? One thing that I realized just right now is some people post like videos whenever they're ready. You know, they have no schedule and they say like, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to just like work as much as we can and post videos as frequently as we can. And in some ways that sounds like a little bit less stressful because you're like, well, you can just relax when you want to, and you're not tied to a schedule, and that's more relaxed in some ways. But at the same time, there's nowhere in the future where they can say, I'm done for now and I can stop. For us, since we have a fairly set schedule, if we get far enough ahead and we're like good, then we can just like fully relax because we know we're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, we know we're not going to post 2 videos in the same week on the main channel.
Yeah, exactly. Because we've set kind of like a little bit of a boundary for ourselves of like, you know what, if we get that video done,
that's enough,
and we feel good about it and everything, that's enough.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Now we just need to get there consistently.
Yeah, we're starting.
Which we are.
Yeah, we're starting to. Let's see. In terms of downtime,
let's answer that over the like evolution of the channel.
Okay.
In the very beginning, we said,
and again, the question was, do you schedule downtime or do you find ways to deal with not having any?
In the very beginning, we found ways to deal with not having any. Because we just knew that it was like full on go mode. And in the beginning, when you're first starting up a channel, it's like
you can't lose momentum.
Well, also, you're starting up a business. You have like a lot of business tasks, and you're figuring so much out. And I think now we have more of it figured out, and like we don't have those big figuring out your business to dos on our plate anymore.
Yeah, that's very true. It's not like fully in maintenance mode yet, but the farther you are from that start point, like the farther along you are, the more in maintenance mode you get, where your to-dos look very similar week to week.
Yeah, so I think that in the beginning we said we'll just deal with it. And did we have any strategies to deal with not having downtime?
No, I mean, we like warned our family and friends that like, hey, we may not see you much.
Yeah. Well, I think the main thing that we put into place is we said, do we know why we're doing this? And we did. And it was all like for that goal. It's kind of like, when people have kids, they're like, well, I know that we're going to not sleep much and we're not going to be able to see friends and family as much, but we know why we're doing it because we're having this kid and we've made the decision that having a kid is worth it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the business. We kind of said, all right, we know why we're going to do this and let's just get through it. 'Cause it's going to be worth it in the end. And it has been for us.
Yeah.
Because it worked.
Yeah. So we just kind of like found ways to deal with it. We have been trying to schedule it, not like officially schedule it, but like the past week and a half or so.
We tried to stop working after dinner. Generally,
that only works when we have dinner late. When we have dinner at 8:30, we plan to stop working after dinner at 9:30.
We plan to stop working at around 9 or 9:30.
Yeah, or 10.
Or 10.
Yeah.
But like that's better.
That's better.
That's better.
Yeah.
So we are, sometimes we do set alarms.
It gives us like 1 to 2 or 3 if we're playing Minecraft and we lose track of time, hours to like take a little bit of a break.
And that's so valuable to us in a way too, because knowing that we have that break at the end of the day, it helps you push through anything that you're going through in a way.
Yeah. Like I actually feel like it makes me maybe take less 5-minute brain break. I need to scroll through Reddit
yep.
breaks because I know that I'm going to get a break and I just want to be efficient with my time, even though I know it sounds kind of silly that we're like so excited about stopping work at 9:30 at night, but it really is nice.
Well, I mean, like adding 1 to 2 hours of relaxing time at the end of your day is a huge difference.
It's nice.
It's an infinity increase over 0.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's
nice. Super nice.
So a few things that we've done, I don't know, maybe practical tips that you could apply to any situation. Who knows? Let us know if any of these make sense. So for us, what we did is we've looked at our to-do list and removed anything that's not important, like, or not benefiting us, like relationally to the time we put in.
Yeah.
So that's been a purge that we've been doing for a long time. Like, we had a lot of reoccurring to-dos. We had a lot of things that like, were long-term or whatever. We went through our to-do list and we kind of experimented. We're like, well, this has been on the to-do list for so long. Let's see if it's worth it. Like putting more effort into our website at evanandkatelyn.com. I put in the time, I put in the effort. It didn't make any difference. And I'm like, well, now I'm going to check this off forever. I'm just going to do the basic thing that I've committed to. I'll just post the video and like the description from YouTube, but I'm not going to write out the tutorial anymore. I'm not going to do all this extra time and effort because I'm not getting the benefit proportional to the time. And just removing that from the to-do list was a huge relief from like our perspective in terms of like
Yeah.
the ongoing work that we have to do.
Well, it's kind of like when you're trying to clean out your closet and get rid of stuff that you don't want anymore, and
Yeah.
it's all just there, and you're like, well, I don't really know. I don't really know what I should deal with or what I shouldn't deal with.
And when you're getting dressed, you have to look through all of it.
Yeah, you have to look through all of it, and it like slows things down. What I'll do for that is kind of like what we did with the to-do item. We test it out.
Yep.
Like, I'll wear that shirt that I'm on the fence about, and if I don't like it by the end of the day, it's gone.
Gone.
You know?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's, even though it seems like kind of a pain to deal with those things that may or may not be worth your effort, the ability to remove them from your life
is worth the effort.
is worth the effort.
So much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first off, trimming off all of the fat from our to-do list. Now we have a to-do list full of things worth our time. And when everything on your list is worth your time, we don't really worry as much about what we're doing.
Yeah, you don't have to spend as much time deciding.
Yeah, and deciding what to do is a big thing too, you know? So it's like, as long as I'm doing one of these items on this list, I know I'm spending my time well, and I don't need to self-doubt or like doubt that anymore, because we've already done all the work to decide that this is worth it, you know? And then like third, getting ahead enough that you know you can stop at a certain time. I think those three, we already talked about like the benefits of that, but those three combined have improved our life and our work-life balance a ton.
Yeah. One thing I think you started to say, but I think we're both kind of talking at the same time, is setting alarms.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, again, this sounds kind of silly, but sometimes we have to set alarms to stop working, but I do think it helps. And I've heard of people do this for like emails, where you say
like set a 30-minute timer.
Yeah, because like it's super easy to get sucked into emails. So it's like I'm going to do emails right now. I'm going to set a 30-minute timer, and I'll do everything I can do those 30 minutes. And after that, I'm going to walk away and not check emails again until my next decided upon time.
Yeah.
You know, because there are certain things that you could just get sucked into forever. You know?
I think one thing that makes me feel good is we have been aiming for this goal for a long time, and we have always said like, okay, well, when we have this done, and when we have this done, and when we have this done, then we'll start relaxing and taking a break and like, you know, rebalancing how we spend our days. And we've like in the past 2 months or so, we've been slowly checking those things off and getting our life to that point, and it has made a difference. So that makes me like really hopeful that like,
Yeah.
we thought we would get there when we did those things, and we got a lot closer to that point.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know.
Well, it does. It's very hopeful. And I think it has been hard. Like I know a lot of times, because your family lives in town, so we'll see your family a bunch, and they'll, you know, ask how things are going and ask, you know, if we're able to take breaks or this or that. And it always kind of leads to like, well, we're not taking breaks now, but we're doing stuff so that we can take breaks in the future. And it seems like that's what we've been saying for months now,
for a
years
year or
yeah.
so.
Yeah. And same with my family, you know, they'll ask like, are we taking a breaks? Like, hey, you guys taking some time off this weekend? And I'm always like, no. But it does make me feel good, not only that we are able to take like a tiny bit of break, but just to know that like our vision and our plan is working. Like we weren't off base. It's like, and we knew it would take a while. We knew it wasn't going to be something overnight, but it's good to see that like it is finally starting to kick in.
Yeah. Like for example, the garage. Oh my gosh. The garage was such a game changer for us in so many ways.
Yeah, the garage makeover. If you haven't, if you're not sure what we're talking about.
But like, you know, big time investment things like that. And even now I'm continuing to do some little things following up on the garage.
Yeah, like we just like hung our clamps up.
And we repainted this bandsaw of a brand we can't show in our videos so that we can like put it out again. And also like repainting it was really awesome. It looks great. It's going to be great in the background now. And I think that those things that we're going to continue doing, those types of tasks will continue to improve our lives.
Yeah.
So it's kind of addictive to do those at the same time. So it's like, where's the line? Anyways, I'm kind of going in circles. So what's an ideal work-life balance look like to you?
Like ideal or ideal within the reason, like a reasonable range?
Both.
Okay. I mean, ideal would just be that money is no issue and we just do whatever we want and there's no consequences. Okay, but
this is really interesting because you said ideal is money would have no bearing on things and we could just do whatever we want. But let's say that money was removed from the table completely. Let's say that we didn't have to worry about money ever again, but would you still care about the performance of our videos on the channel?
That's why I added the factor of there are no consequences.
Oh, no consequences.
Yeah.
So basically what
there's
you're
no
saying.
downsides. We could just post whatever we want. The channel health doesn't suffer. We can post whenever we want. We can do whatever type of project we want. I mean, how
ideal.
I think that's a less interesting answer. I think
Okay.
a more interesting answer is what it is like within the confines of reality.
Well, I think it was kind of useful because like it was interesting. You said money has nothing to do with it, but you still want like a very important thing to you
I
is
still want the channel to do well.
for the channel to do well.
Yeah.
And that's interesting to me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, when we're looking at our schedule and talking about
Yeah.
our schedule, the main motivator for not letting the schedule fall behind isn't getting paid. It's because we want the channel health to do well.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
when we take a buffer week, we still always have a little bit of like, oh man, it hurts to not publish a video.
Oh, it so hurts.
It's not because like, oh, we're not getting a sponsor deal this week.
Yeah.
It's because like it feels bad not adding another video to our channel this
Yeah.
week, you know?
Yeah, not growing, not continuing to develop
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, because those weeks are slower. You don't get as many subs. You don't
Yep.
get as many views. And it's like, oh, is the channel okay? You know, and we know logically that it's because we didn't post that week, but it's still, that's what is painful.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the views and like the growth is like the health of like, you know, it's like the channel is our baby.
Yeah.
And like the health of the channel is like the health of something that we put so much effort into.
We don't care about how much money our baby makes.
Yeah. It's just like, is it healthy? Is it
Yeah.
doing well in life? Are you okay?
Are you
Have you been
okay?
eating recently?
Yeah. Yeah. Have the comments been nice?
Have the comments been nice? How's your day going?
Yeah. But I think like a more realistic, so there's like different stages of my goals for balance.
Okay.
Stage 1, we're starting to get there. Stage
Yeah.
1 is I'd be okay working every day, even weekends, and just stopping after dinner.
Yeah.
You know, if after dinner every day we didn't have to work, I wouldn't even mind. I mean, because we work weekends now. That's kind of just like a slightly more relaxed version of what we've been doing for the past week.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a hair on you. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, there's something
Evan's like
in-
rubbing his eye vigorously. That was one of my hairs, like
Okay.
just on your face. Better now?
Okay, so you're saying stage 1. We're getting there.
Yeah, stage 1, we're getting there. Stage 2, I think, would also be to take weekends off.
That would
Even
be nice.
though weekends don't really mean anything to us, weekends is when like everyone else in the world is doing social things because
so we
they
can
have the
maybe
time
see
off.
friends or family, you know?
Yeah, and every now and then we do. Like we went out for brunch with
Yeah.
some friends
Yeah.
last weekend, you know, and every now and then, you know,
We
if
have
there's-
friends.
Yeah, we have friends. Or like if there's like a family birthday or something, we'll get together
Yeah.
on the weekend. So we do like take a little bit more time for social things on weekends. But it's only when there's like an external factor
Yeah.
like making us in quotation marks.
Yeah,
We don't
and
typically do it just on our own.
We don't really have time for like the after hangout. You know, it's like we were having brunch with some friends and they're like, hey, do you want to play Smash? And we're like, we have to go back and film a video.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, we're having brunch again. do you want to play a card game? We're like, we have to film a video. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we're not able to like fully dive into those
Yeah.
social happenings.
Yeah, but it
Yeah. So
But it
stage
would
2
be-
would be being able to take that time because it's a weekend
yeah.
and we're not working on weekends.
Or like yeah, another thing we would be able to do with our weekends that like doesn't really work as well with just taking the last couple hours of the day off is there's certain things we need to do. Like we both really need to go buy new clothes and new shoes.
Oh my
And, like,
gosh, my shoes are from 14 years ago.
Yeah, my shoes are 14 years old. Sometimes we're out and a piece just falls out of the bottom of them. And I'm like, oh, part of your shoe came off. And he shoves it back in the hole.
And then I glue it back in later.
glue it back
I
together.
completely lost one of like the like air or like foam pads in the back of one of my shoes. So I got some EVA foam and I cut out a piece in the shape of to replace it. I
Yeah.
taped that in and now I have some EVA foam that I'm
your
working
shoe.
on my shoe. Yeah.
And so like, and I know that, you know, we could buy stuff online, but for stuff like shoes also, you could waste a bunch of time online because you can't try it on.
Weekends we could take care of our lives some. We could like maintain
Yeah.
our cars. We could like
Yeah.
wash things. We could like, you know,
Wash
maintain-
things. Like wash the
like,
car.
Wash the car or something. Or like wash ourselves. We never
No time for showers.
no time for showers. Yeah, I think that's a good stage 2. What
Yeah.
would stage 3 be? Or is stage 2 complete?
I mean, stage two, I would be very happy with. I mean, in the realm of within reason, I don't know if it would go beyond that.
Yeah, you're right.
I think in the reasonable realm, I wouldn't expect our type of business to work or to be
Because
able
it
to
is-
function
yeah.
with like less work than someone puts into a 9 to 5.
You're right. Especially since there's just 2 of us running like 3 channels, putting out about like sometimes 3 hours of content per week. That's a
Yeah.
lot for 2
Yeah,
people
it's a
to
lot.
make. For like, relatively polished content. I'm mainly thinking about the podcast being relatively polished.
There's not too much polishing that has to happen to this.
Yeah, because we're so smooth.
So smooth.
Speaking of smooth things, I think it's time for the game. All right, so movie quotes. Do you want to get your movie quotes out?
Game. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we did last time is stage 1 is you just read the quote.
Yes.
You don't put like inflection on it, or you don't read it like the character. See if the person can get it.
What like an example would be, I'll be back.
Yeah, the Terminator. But if I didn't get it,
Yeah.
then you could go, I'll be back. Yeah,
Nice,
exactly.
nice. Okay. Can I do my first one? I'm
Yeah.
excited. All right. I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I can handle this. Have a nice day.
You want to see what is at the top of my movie quotes list?
What? What?
I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I can handle this. Have
Okay.
a nice day.
So that's let's not keep track of score because I don't want to do that in the editing.
Yeah,
Let's
we
just
don't-
say we both win at life.
We can just keep track as we go. So that one doesn't
That's a
count.
draw. That's a draw. Okay.
Yeah, and it's Meg from Hercules, the
Yeah.
Disney Hercules.
Oh dang. Okay.
So funny.
So I get a redo since
Okay.
you ruined my first one.
Oh, I ruined it, really?
Ruined it. Okay. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
That's The Godfather.
I thought I'd get you because it's a very famous quote, but I didn't know if you had seen The Godfather.
I slept through half of it. I've seen parts.
That just upset half of our audience. No.
Sorry. Okay. I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight.
Oh.
See, I didn't just go to top quotes of all time.
Hey, I googled obscure quotes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Godfather one counts as obscure.
No, the Meg
That's
one
the
was an
top- oh.
obscure one. Oh.
Whoa. Oh, Google,
Oh,
thanks.
I googled.
Oh, you.
Because I said Google.
I'm just one stomach. Stop
Ferris
talking,
Ferris
Google.
Bueller's Day Off.
No. I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight.
So someone who wants to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Is it live action?
Yes.
Can you give me an actor who stars in it?
Um,
Is it a movie I've seen?
I think so. Meryl Streep is an
Oh.
actor. I'm not going to tell you the actor that says the.
Oh, wait. I know. Devil Wears Shoes. No. Prada. Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah. Do you know who says it?
Meryl Streep.
No.
The assistant.
The
The
yeah.
assistant. Okay, yeah. That's really obscure.
That's not that obscure.
Oh, it isn't?
I mean, I didn't want to give you super obvious ones, but that's a pretty well-known line from that movie.
It's well known, says Katelyn. Okay. You're going to need a bigger boat.
Jaws.
Dang it.
It's so obvious.
Okay, let me do another one.
Okay,
No,
so
okay.
far we've all gotten them though. I mean, you required some assistance, so I would still say I'm winning.
Okay, you go first.
$50 million? Man, who do you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton?
The hostage. Taken.
You're just saying things that have to do with kidnapping. No.
Give me an actor. Have I seen it?
Yeah, you've seen it.
Is it live action?
Yes.
Okay. I thought it would be live action because, referencing a Clinton, it would be weird if a cartoon did that.
Yeah, that might give you a sense of the time this movie came out.
Um,
Referencing a Clinton. You want me to read it again?
That won't help that much.
Want me to say the first part in the
Yeah.
voice?
Yes.
$50 million?
Oh, I know it. It's Jackie Chan's in it too, right?
Yeah.
That's
the movie called. Man, I did a good impression. Who
You did do a good impression.
do you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton?
Oh, I know it. It's like they're cops.
Yeah.
And Rush Hour.
Yeah.
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 Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a good scene. That was a good scene.
Yeah,
I
it's a good
remember that
movie.
now. It was a
It's a
good
good
movie.
movie.
Yeah. Okay. Mine are too easy. I'm looking at all of them and I'm like, the past can hurt.
The past can hurt. I feel like I know this.
But the way I see it,
Oh, it continues.
you can either run from it.
Oh my gosh, on the tip of my tongue. The past can hurt. Shush, don't dance like you're so good at this game. Oh my gosh, I know. I'm trying to think of like the context in which it was said.
The past can hurt. I'm saying it in the
You're saying it
intentionally wrong
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Okay.
But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
Is that another Hercules one?
No.
Really? Phil didn't say that to Hercules?
No.
Are you
Want
are
me
you
to
sure?
want me to give you a clue?
Wait, let me just Google.
No, don't Google.
Oh.
I'll give you a clue.
Okay. Oh, Lion King.
Yes.
I was like,
Lion
I'm picturing. Okay. Because there is a similar line that Phil says to Hercules. Okay, but I was like, I know it's Disney. I know one character hits the other character on the head. And I thought it was like from the training montage with Phil and Hercules, but I was like, you already did a Hercules quote. It can't be
I wouldn't
that.
do that. I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay.
2 Herculeses in a row.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
I'm just so glad I tripped you up on a Lion King quote.
I know. What the heck?
I'm proud. Okay, go ahead.
I've set my laser from stun to kill.
Oh. Star Trek.
No.
James Bond.
No.
From stun to kill a laser. Laser.
There's a response to this quote from another character that I can also read if you don't get it.
Yes, go for it.
Oh, all ready? I've set my laser from stun to kill.
Yeah.
The response is, oh, great. Yeah, if anyone attacks us, we can blink them to death.
Men in Black.
No. But that was a good guess considering
Thanks.
the context.
The lasers and stuff.
I've set my laser from stun to kill.
Does the character actually have a laser?
Yes.
Is it a movie I've seen?
Yes.
When did it come out? A while ago.
A bit ago.
It's
not a new movie. Not really from childhood.
Is there space flight involved?
No.
No space flight.
No space flight.
So it's like they're on Earth and they have lasers.
Yeah. Well, there's a laser. I didn't say lasers, plural.
Austin Powers.
No. You're just thinking of freaking lasers.
Mini-Me,
No.
stop humping the laser.
Oh, great. Yeah, if anyone attacks us, we can blink them to death. My impressions aren't great on this one. Okay, it's animated.
It's animated. It's animated. That changes everything. I still don't know what it is.
3D animated.
3D animated.
Yeah, not 2D.
That's rare. Space Jam.
That's not 3D animated.
It's not?
No, it's 2D.
It's been a long time.
It's Looney Tunes. They're cartoons. They're not 3D.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. But there are some 3D effects with like the aliens and stuff, maybe?
Maybe I don't remember any.
Okay. Well, blink them to death.
I've set
is
my
it
laser-
superhero related?
No.
No?
Set
Not
my laser from
superheroes.
stun to kill.
What's the character's name?
No, that will give it away.
Oh.
It was, in terms of like 3D movies, like a lot of the movies, animated movies now
Yeah.
are 3D. This was one of the earlier ones.
Oh! I know what it is.
What is it?
It's Toy Story.
Yes, Toy Story.
It's Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then Woody replying.
Yeah. We'll blink him to death.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I
Yeah,
remember.
remember?
With the arm and everything.
It's like there was a laser. It's just
was
like
a
a
laser.
laser pointer.
Okay, and it was on Earth. There wasn't any space travel.
It was on Earth. Yep.
Nice.
I thought that might throw you off though, because I thought you might think it was like Star Trek or something.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna skip over this next one because it's way too easy, and I'll move to this. Okay. Greater good? I am your wife. I am the greatest good you are ever going to get.
I literally have no idea.
You've seen it. I know you've seen it.
Greater good. I am your wife. I'm literally the greatest good you're ever going to get.
True.
Is it live action?
Nope.
It's cartoon.
Yes.
So 2D.
3D.
3D. Okay, 3D animated movies
Yes.
with a wife.
Yes.
I'm just gonna start guessing. Oh, wait, no. Shoot, what's the one there? A whole superhero family. What is it? The Incredibles?
Yeah.
Oh,
Greater good. I'm your wife. I'm the greatest good you're ever gonna get.
Do you remember that line?
Yeah, it's Frozone's wife when he's like looking for his super suit, and he's like, "Honey, where's my super suit?"
I remember, "Honey, where's my super suit?"
And that was and then she responded, and he said like, "It's for the greater good," and she's like, "Greater good? I am the greater good." Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that's one of those movies that I remember when I watched it, I was like, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I literally remember nothing from it.
You don't remember the plot? Do you remember like
Don't remember the plot.
the drama? Do you remember like
Nope.
the no capes?
Nope.
You don't remember the no capes?
Nope.
Do you remember like the little designer lady?
I remember the little designer lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, who did like the costumes.
Do you remember like the wife flying to the island and getting shot down by the
Nope.
missile?
Nope.
The kid is stowing away in the plane?
Nope.
You don't remember any of that
No,
plot?
I literally
Oh my
don't.
gosh.
That happens to me with some movies. Like that's like every Bourne movie, every Bourne
Just
Identity.
like-
I watch it and I'm like, that was a good
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Don't remember anything.
Nothing's retained within
No.
your amazing mind.
Nothing. There's not room.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like that's what my mind gets filled up with. I can like tell you the entire plot of The Incredibles from beginning to end.
I mean, I can for a lot of movies. It's not like it's like that for all movies. And it's not like it's only like that for bad movies.
It's interesting. So it's like
It's
what
just some
movie
movies.
what movie can you like retell the plot for?
I mean, most like older Disney movies, like not gonna say all Disney movies.
Yeah, but that doesn't count because you've watched those 20 times.
Well, yeah.
Or, like a lot of times.
So like a movie that I've only seen once that I can retell the plot for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to like think of a movie. Like I'm trying to think of something older that I haven't watched recently.
Okay, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Can you like retell like the plot?
Yeah,
and,
but
like-
we saw that recently.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that was like older. And also that's kind of, I feel like, well, I was thinking of like the other like the first Spider-Man movies, because those I haven't seen in a long time. But then
Yeah.
I was like, there's kind of a classic Spider-Man story, so
yeah,
that doesn't
yeah.
really
So
count.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse like was different. There was
Yeah.
like a lot of different
But we saw it
aspects to it,
recently.
and we saw it recently. Yeah.
But like,
So-
yeah, no, I can for some movies, even if I've only seen them once. But then like a lot
interesting.
of things, yeah, I don't know.
You're like that's not worth the RAM in my head or like the long-term storage. So you just like
I think it just
drag
didn't have
to
a
the
lasting
delete bin.
effect.
Yeah.
Like it's not that I didn't enjoy it; it just didn't have a lasting effect or anything for me to think about
Yeah.
after. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
you ready?
Yes.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
Ooh, I know that. I know that. I know that. I know that. I don't know what it's from.
I would catch it.
Is it a superhero movie?
Yeah. I know you know it.
I know it. I like as soon as you started saying it, I knew the rest of it. Is it live action?
Yeah.
Is it Spider-Man?
No.
Is it a comedy? Yes, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
I know. Ah, it's Deadpool.
No.
Oh, dang it.
I love you. You're just so confident. The devil wears shoes. Everybody. Lady Marmalade.
Okay. It's a comedic superhero
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
Is it recent?
Relatively.
Relatively.
I mean, about as recent as your guess.
X-Men?
No.
Have we seen it?
Yes. Also, keep in mind, a lot of these examples that you're saying, like
Yeah.
X-Men and Deadpool, there are multiple of them.
Deadpool 2?
No. But I'm just saying, if you're going to guess something like X-Men, there's like 20 X-Men movies.
Is it
you
an
would have to
X-Men
guess.
movie?
No, it's not an X-Men movie at all.
Is it a Deadpool movie?
No, not no.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that go over my head, I'd catch it. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah!
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
It's Drax.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's so good. Was that in the second one?
I think it was in the first one because it was like when his character was being introduced.
Yeah.
And they were saying like his kind, they don't understand metaphors. It goes completely over their heads. And he goes, nothing goes over my head. I would catch it.
Yes. I like it. That's a good one. That's a good quote, and it's a good movie. I endorse it 100%.
What?
I'm so excited about this. I have a big head and little arms. I'm just not sure how well this plan was thought out, though.
It's I haven't seen this movie, but like I quote that line because you quote that line.
I love that line.
I've never seen it. There's like a little kid with glasses, and that's
Yes.
a dinosaur saying it.
Yes.
And there's like a bad guy with a mustache.
Yes.
You know, I haven't seen this movie.
But we quote it so much.
But only that one line. I have a big head.
It's a good
Arms.
movie. It's a good movie. We should watch it. It's worth a watch.
Um,
I want you to meet.
The Robinsons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you still got it. You still got it. I count
Yeah.
that as a win. I
Okay,
count
cool.
that as a win.
Yeah, that's about the same level of coaxing I've had to give you.
I just like jumped straight to it, but like you knew it.
I
You
knew it.
Like
I
you know
just-
the movie. You've seen. I'm not even sure if you've seen the scene. You've just heard me quote it so many times.
I don't know why. It's such a specific line that
Why
you
did he not seize the boy?
that would do. Why did you not seize the boy?
I didn't want to lead with that because
Well, I would have had the same issue. I know it's from that movie, but I wouldn't have guessed the name of the movie.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeed.
What? It's
Yeet.
pronounced yeet, Katelyn. It's pronounced yeet.
Yeed. Best start believing in ghost stories.
You'd best start believing in ghost stories.
Miss Turner.
Oh.
You're in one.
This is a scary movie.
I'm not going to say that.
Have I seen it?
Yes.
Paranormal Activity. No, I'm joking.
Who says
Haunting.
yeed?
The Haunting.
The haunt? No.
The Blair Witch Project.
It's not a horror movie.
Oh, dang. Can you
There
say
might
the
be
quote
some
again?
parts of it that some people, like kids might have nightmares from some parts of it, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not a horror movie. Ye'd best start to believe in ghosts, Miss Turner. You're in one.
You're in a ghost.
Oh, sorry. In ghost. In ghost.
You are in a ghost. Surprise!
You'd best start to believe in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're
It's
in
an
one.
older movie.
No. I
No?
mean, well, sort of, but not that old.
It's live
It's not-
action.
Yeah, it's live action.
Yeet.
Yeed.
Yeet. Yeet. You're
It
in a
was-
ghost.
Yeet. It's before people started saying yeet.
Okay. So more than 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeet is probably on the high side 5 years old.
Probably not. I think it's like
1 year old.
yeah. I don't know.
I don't
Don't
know.
ask
I
us.
don't
We're old.
We don't keep up with these trends, these youths.
Yeah.
Yeet best ghost stories.
You're just saying words.
Oh, Jumanji.
No.
No,
But like kind of similar vibes in some ways, maybe.
to Jumanji.
I mean, not
Who's
really.
an actor in it?
I feel like the main ones that would be helpful also might give it away. Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley.
That's
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
You're
I was
in
like,
one, like
Orlando
stepping out of the
Bloom. Yeah, I
shadows.
was like, if
Yeah.
I say Orlando Bloom or
Yeah.
Keira Knightley or
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the hint, though. I got it.
Yeah. And if I said Jeffrey Rush, you'd be like, who?
Who? Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, who? I have 2 left, and then I'm out.
Okay.
Dragon, not lizard.
Dragon, not lizard.
I don't do that tongue thing.
Oh, Mushu. It's Mulan. I don't do that tongue thing.
I should have stopped after Dragon, not Lizard.
I don't know if I would have gotten it.
Yeah.
I feel like you need the full quote.
Okay.
You know one that I really wanted to do?
What's that?
From Mulan. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
I would have totally gotten that one.
That's why I didn't do it.
It's so good. It's such a good quote, though.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay. Get in, loser.
Rude.
We're going shopping.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping. Get in. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No. You have guessed that like 3 times.
It's a good movie. It's very relevant to a lot of quotes. Get in, loser. We're going shopping. It sounds like an 80s movie or like a 90s movie.
It's
or
not, but
early
I can.
2000s.
It was 2000s.
Yeah. It could have been a lot of centuries, just not recently. It's not like a movie in the past like 9 years. Is my guess.
It might be.
It might be. Okay. Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
We were in either high school or college.
Okay. It's just like loser seems like such an outdated term now.
It's said kind of
Jokingly. I know.
jokingly, but not really. It's
Okay.
like kind of jokingly, but not really.
Okay. Can you give me another hint?
It's a girl that says it.
I got that. Oh, not legally blonde. No. The girl. She's in college, high school, and she moved, and she's unpopular, and then she gets popular.
Keep going. I mean, that's the plot of a lot of movies, so you got to keep going until I can make sure you know it.
I think that the same actor is in Parent Trap, or something.
Yeah. Get in, loser. We're going shopping. On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Yeah. I know the movie now. It's like, and she pretends to be popular so that she can like get in with the in crowd and like switch their.
You know the thing about girls in high school? They're mean.
Mean Girls, yeah! Thank you for the hint. Girls in high school, they are mean. Okay, my last quote, and then you get one more, and then that's it. Okay.
Okay.
It's not right for a woman to read. Soon she starts getting ideas. And thinking.
Is it Beauty and the Beast?
Yes, it's Gaston.
Oh, it's Gaston.
It's Gaston.
I was like, that seems like a very intro of Beauty and the Beast thing that happened.
Like reading books
because she's reading and like it's not. Yeah, it's not
that was some good logicking there. I could see, like, I could literally hear the gears working in your head.
It sounds like this. Yeah. Because I didn't recognize the quote per se, but I was like, oh, that feels like that would be in there.
Oh, yeah. And
that was a good one.
You know that I was doing a lot of Disney quotes.
Yes.
They're fun.
Yeah, they are.
All right. Last one. Hit me.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Game of Thrones.
No, that's not a movie. It just has the word throne in it.
You sit on a throne of lies. Is it someone sitting in a throne?
They're sitting, but not in a throne, per se. It kind of looks like a throne, but I don't think you would automatically think of it as a throne. Maybe if you didn't understand the context of what you were seeing, you might consider it like a throne, because it's kind of like a fancy chair.
Is it Lion King?
No. I said there's a chair. There's a fancy chair in the.
No,
they're not really chairs. It's in the
Scar has like a bed and a cage, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not Lion King.
Okay. Is it the Cusco movie where like the
it's live action.
Okay, it's live action.
Yeah.
You sit on a throne of lies. Wolf of Wall Street.
No. It's a lot more kid friendly than that.
A lot more.
It's not necessarily a kids movie, but because like adults and kids could both enjoy this movie.
So it's live action. Mm-hmm. He's sitting in a chair.
Well, I mean, the person saying it isn't. There's just someone that the quote is directed to.
You sit upon a throne of lies.
I think it's just on. I don't know if it's upon.
You sit
on a throne.
Sit upon
there's no thine.
thine throne of thine lies.
You sit on a throne of lies. It's said very dramatically. The person saying it was very upset.
I get the feeling that the person saying it was younger or a female. No? It's an old man. It's an animal. It's a baby crawling around. It's the baby movie where the babies talk.
No. The person maybe has the innocence of someone younger, but they're not young.
Oh, yeah, Elf.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, you got there.
Because I had like it was like there's some innocence coming from the quote.
Yeah.
You know? And it's to Santa.
Yeah, it's to Santa. It's like to the mall Santa.
The throne.
Yeah. A fancy chair.
Fancy chair.
Yeah. Like if you didn't know the context, it might look like a throne to you.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. Good job.
Thank you. Good job to you too. I think I probably
tied.
won. I think I won.
I think we tied. All right, moving on. It's time for Thing of the Week. Okay, so my Thing of the Week is a wireless Bluetooth controller for Windows, Mac, Android, Switch, Raspberry Pi, and Steam.
Good thing you
It
wrote
looks
that
like an SNES controller, but with the modern buttons like 2 clickable joysticks and 4 shoulder buttons. I should be like someone who reads ads.
Yeah, keep going. You're doing great.
That's it. I like it. So we're in the midst of like a long-term project right now. I don't want to give too much away, but I have to gather a lot of supplies. I have to gather a lot of things. There's a lot of research. So I'm like slowly putting together this list or this collection of items. The Raspberry Pi last week was my recommendation. That's part one of it.
Mechanical keyboard.
The mechanical keyboard, and also now this Bluetooth wireless controller. I think it's just really neat because I love things that are multifunction. And I just love that this works with so many devices. You can like boot it up into different like joystick modes, which I think is just really neat.
Joystick modes?
Yes, if you press like start and then a button, it'll like, because depending on like, you know, the Xbox 360 controllers that we have right here, they use like X input, which is like one type of like language of commands to send to your computer. Other controllers use like A, B, W, X, Y, Z and stuff. So it's like a keyboard. So you can boot this controller up to be like a keyboard controller or an X input controller or an Android controller. And all of those use different protocols. Normally you would need a different controller for every single type of those applications. And I just like that this one has all of them.
That is really cool. I also like that. Like, I like that it looks like an SNES controller, but it has like the triggers and the bumpers.
Yeah, the triggers and the bumpers.
That's nice. Because like you can't play games these days without triggers and bumpers.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
need them.
And also, I like that it's a lot more portable than the Xbox 360 controllers.
Because it's kind of flat and compact.
It's flat and compact.
Yeah, the Xbox 360s are kind of like bulky and fat. They have been what we take with us on trips and stuff if we're bringing controllers. But
but you know, I love that you can pair it in different modes to like different computers and everything. It's just like, I just love versatile things. And I'm like, ooh, a versatile thing. That means that we can get rid of more things that are like the lesser versions of this better thing.
Yes.
You know?
I love getting rid of things so much.
So that's my pick of the week. I just was excited that I found something like that.
So my thing of the week is something that we have been putting in resin.
Yes. It's not resin. It's a resin add-in.
It's a resin add-in.
It's resin adjacent.
Yeah, it's glow powder. And we used it for the first time in our resin knife video, which came out Friday. And it's so freaking cool. Like,
so freaking cool. I just wish that we had to put it in everything. It would just be so cool if at night we turned off the lights in our living room.
And our geodes glue.
And our geodes glowed.
I said glue, like the past tense of
they turn into glue. They were glue. Glue is
oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Epoxy. They're glue all the time.
Yeah, no, it's really cool, and I don't really know what I expected when we used it. I guess I expected it to be more faint or something. Too. But it's really prominent, but it also didn't discolor the resin at all.
Yeah.
Because I worried like if we had enough that it would show up, it would also give the resin like a faint greenish tint or something.
Yeah, and there's different colors of this glow powder.
You
can get it in all sorts of colors.
We got like a teal.
What if we got every single sort of glow color, and whenever like we're like mixing in a resin, if it's a purple resin, we mix in some purple glow powder. If it's a blue, we mix in the blue. If you know, like we can just do that for all of the different colors.
It'd be so cool.
And it'd be so magical.
I mean, if we do enough glow in the dark resin things around the house, we won't even need night lights anymore.
Yeah.
Like our house will look like a magical like New Zealand glowworm cave.
Oh yes.
How cool would that be? Oh my gosh! You know what we should make?
Resin ceilings.
The stars, the resin ceiling stars.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm coming back to the 90s.
But like organic shapes or something. Or no, should we just make them
stars?
No, like but we could like make them like we could we could do like Ghibli characters on the ceiling too.
No, stars. I want resin ceiling stars.
Well, you just buy those.
No, I could. Well, so here's the difference. They don't look very nice during the day, the ones you buy.
Yeah.
They just kind of look like that light greenish color.
Yeah.
We can make them with really cool designs so they look good during the day, but then at night they glow.
Or what we could do is we could make a resin galaxy and just put it on the ceiling. And
The entire ceiling?
The entire ceiling.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
No,
Plan
but seriously,
form.
I kind of want to do that.
Okay, let's add it to the list.
Okay, we'll add it to the list.
Let's do it.
Yeah, resin glow
Making
powder.
our own
90s ceiling stars.
90 ceiling stars.
Yeah. People will know what we're talking about. I don't know if that's the correct term, but you know.
Okay, you know. So expect that in 1 month or 5 months or a year.
Yep.
So don't expect it within any time frame. All right. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us this whole podcast. I appreciate you listening all the way to the end. You guys are awesome. You get bonus points, and you get bonus points, and also you.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.